Electoral officials in Guatemala say no single candidate garnered more than 50% of the votes in Sunday's presidential election. A runoff is scheduled for October 25th. CCTV's Franc Contreras joins us from Guatemala City. Frank, there is a contender who got more votes than the other 14 candidates, which is nothing to laugh about. Who is this candidate?
That's right. It's TV comedian Jimmy Morales. He's well known for cracking jokes on broadcast airwaves here, and he got nearly 25% of the vote in Sunday's presidential election, so he's definitely headed into the last round of voting.
Some are calling him Guatemala's best-known clown. Jimmy Morales is known for his job as a television comedian and his campaign slogan, "Not corrupt, not a thief." But he's never held elected office. He has, however, made it to the final round in Guatemala's presidential election.
Me siento contento y comprometido.
I feel happy and committed. We were hoping this would happen. The probability was low, but we never lost faith. We fought with strength, and here we are.
Just before we went to air, the final votes were being tallied, and it was not clear who will face off against Morales. Former First Lady Sandra Torres, who promises to fight corruption, held a slight lead with just 2% of the vote remaining to be counted. That gave her a little over 2,000 more votes than conservative lawyer Manuel Baldizon. His campaign surpassed legal spending limits and was fined. Guatemala's 2015 presidential election will best be remembered for the corruption scandal that brought the resignation of former President Otto Pérez Molina just 3 days before the vote.
With the international
Political analyst Arturo Matute says the leading candidates are making promises to fight graft in the government.
Nevertheless, what the people want now is transparency and honesty from whomever governs them.
And in case the candidates making it to the final round don't get the message, there are some Guatemalans who want to leave them this. It's a crystal clear message. Political corruption in Guatemala will no longer be tolerated, Mike.
Frank, what about the case against the former president? How's that proceeding?
Well, on Tuesday, a federal judge is expected to rule on whether or not the former president, Otto Pérez Molina, will have to stand trial on these corruption allegations. So he has been spending the nights in prison. He was in prison behind a jail cell the night that the election took place here. And this makes him the first president in Guatemalan history to resign his post while actively in the position of leader of this nation, Mike.
Frank Contreras live for us in Guatemala City. Thank you so much.